Alright, what's up, everybody? We're back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Final Four. Tonight is the Final Four, and I'm going to be making the case for each of these four teams on how they could potentially win the NCAA championship. It's going to be some great games. We're going to talk about it all here in today's video. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all the stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. Join the membership if you want to learn more about the membership. There's a video on my channel back explaining it, so you can go back and watch that. It's my Twitter, TikTok, stuff like that in the description down below. And yeah, don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So we'll go team by team, starting with UConn, the overall #1 seed. They have been dominating everybody in this tournament, trying to go back to back for the first time since Florida did it in 2006, 2007. They've been absolutely dominant. The case for them is pretty easy. They have been the best team in college basketball the entirety of the year. Coming into tournament play, they have been absolutely dominant as well. They won the Big East tournament. So far in the NCAA tournament, they've won, I think, like 3 games by 30 or more. They've been dominant on that end as well. Their offense has been elite. You got Stephon Castle playing really good. Donovan Clingan is playing really good. He's the favorite to win Final Four Most Outstanding Player. Tristan Nunez has been playing really well. The bench has provided some energy. They're offensively, they can just adjust and do whatever they really want to. They can get to the paint and score. They can get to the free throw line. They move the ball around. Everybody gets involved. And the one interesting thing, too, is that their three-point shot has not been great so far. They have not been shooting the three ball super, super well, yet they've been winning by 28, 30 points. So that's a very scary thing. If their three ball starts hitting, then you're not going to be able to beat this team. And then defensively as well. Last year, they really were more built on defense. Last year, they were one of the best defenses in the nation. And this year, the defense has not been as amazing, but it's still a top defense, and they're showing this defense now. And a lot of that, Stephon Castle, Donovan Clingan, the usuals coming in. They've been locking in defensively. They know the game plan, and they've been sticking to it. So as long as they've been playing how they keep playing, they're not going to be able to be taken down that easy. We haven't even really seen a team compete with them. We haven't really even seen a team get into a close game with them so far this tournament. Like, they've just been blowing teams out of the water early, So if they keep that mindset and keep attacking like that, they're not going to be able to be beat. Next, we have the other one seed, Purdue. They've been a very interesting team in this tournament. I did not have so much belief in Purdue. That's also based on past couple years. But this year, they've made it to the Final Four. Zach Edey has been one of the most, if not maybe even the most dominant player in this tournament so far. But he also is the most dominant player probably in college basketball. You have a 7'4" center that can do what he do. It's very easy to win games. But coming to the tournament, Zach Edey has been really, really good. He's just had a 40-point game in their Elite Eight game. He's been really good. But it's also been the others. This team is built on Zach Edey and the three-point shooting around him. And right now, the three-point shooting around him is doing really, really well. Fletcher Lawyer, Braden Smith have been really good. TEK, I think that's how you say it. The power forward has been bringing a lot of energy. The three-point ball has been falling for Purdue, and that's how they've been knocking teams out as well. The three ball has been going off. Braden Smith has been playing good. Then when you have a defense force in the interior like Zach Edey and a bunch of shooters around him, like, that's a recipe for success, and it's been working so far. Their defense also has been very good as well. Their defense has really been locking in, especially on the perimeter, So they're going to be a very interesting team. As long as Zach Edey can keep dominating, honestly, the real X factor is going to be the shooting. Can the shooting keep up? Because I don't think they've really had a game yet where their three ball has not been falling. They've had, they're shooting 7 for 20 something for 3, and things aren't looking amazing. I think every game, if I'm remembering correctly, their three ball has been going in, and it's been a game changer, really. So as long as that three ball can keep going in, Purdue's going to be a very tough team because, it's already tough to stop Zach Edey as it is. And then you give him 40%, 38% three-point shooters around him, and they're knocking down 3 or 4 three-pointers. It's going to be a long day for the opponent. Next, we have Alabama. Alabama is a 4 seed. They made it here. They're a very interesting team in terms of where to really judge them in terms of the Final Four and how to make their case. But here's what it is. They score a lot. They're one of the top teams in the nation in terms of points per game. Nate Oates runs their offense where threes and layups, let's get it going. We're trying to score 85, 90 points and beat you. That's how we win games, you know? And that's how they've been doing in this tournament. But one of their big concerns was their defense. Obviously, you have a high-powered offense like this, the defense sometimes is going to be lacking. And it did in the regular season at points. But so far in this tournament, it's been very solid. I mean, they've gotten this far. They wouldn't be able to get it to the Final Four if their defense wasn't doing things. And even though they're not a team that's going to hold you to 52 points and going to be a defensive masterclass, they're a team that they get stops at the right time. It feels like the last couple games where they've been in close games, their defense has stood out in the last 3 or 4 minutes. The last 3 minutes, it's like, okay, let's lock down. And that's how you have to be if you're a high-powered offense like this. If you're a high-powered offense, you don't need to hold the team to under 70 points. You just need to get the stops when you really need them to. And Alabama has done that so far. Mark Sears is one of my favorite players in this tournament. Mark Sears has just been absolutely amazing, you know, in terms of shooting the 3 ball, being control of the team, getting to the rim. He's been doing all of it. Grant Nelson has had some big games. Strada has had some big games. You know, they've had some players off the bench come in and provide a lot of energy. So, yeah, they're getting contributions from a lot of different teams. Their path to win, though, is going to be very tough because they have to face UConn. But their path to win is going to have to be the same formula. On offense, they're going to have to, you know, make their opportunities count. They're going to have to, when they get open shots and they get, you know, opportunities to score or get out of transition and stuff, they have to convert. And if it's a close game late, they got to get stops when they need them to. They don't have to put a team to under, you know, 60 points or anything like that. But when it comes down to the wire and it's a close game, they're going to need to get the stops when they need to and lock in for the last 3 minutes defensively. But really, I think their offense needs to capitalize. They can't have a bad shooting night. They can't have missed opportunities, or at least too many missed opportunities, because you're going to have missed opportunities in games. But they can't have too many missed opportunities. They have to come in, take control, and they got to get their shots when they need them to. And finally, we have NC State, the 11th seed, our Cinderella, you know, our America's team, really. They have been on just a heater in the last month, ever since their ACC conference tournament all the way to now. They have been just absolutely on fire, you know, taking out some really, really good teams, and they made it all the way to the Final Four somehow. They got DJ Burns, who right now is America's favorite. He's a really good player, but they have so many more players that have just been so good. They have DJ Horn. They got Michael O'Connell has been really good. Mohamed Diarra has done some really nice things. Kevin Keats, their head coach, has just been phenomenal. When it looked like a month and a half ago he wasn't even going to have a job next year. You know, so they've been doing their thing. They have a tough matchup, obviously, in the Final Four. They're going to have a tough matchup against Purdue, and then if they make it to the championship game, they're going to have a tough matchup as well. But here's how they win. They are a team that they take care of the basketball. They have an efficient offense, all right? They're not going to beat themselves, you know. Their offense is efficient. So if they can keep that up offensively and not get forced into like a fast-paced game and get, you know, do what they've been doing on the offensive end in terms of taking care of the ball, get it to DJ Burns, you know, and have them make plays, I think they're going to be okay. Their defense really is going to have to lock in as well. They're not a bad defensive team at all, but, I mean, it's been helping so far throughout the season. So they got to lock in defensively. They got to lock in on the shooters. You know, they got to lock in terms of the three-point shooters and not let those guys get going. You know, and then on offense, again, they have to be that well-oiled machine. They got to not turn the ball over. They got to be really efficient. You know, they're going to have to take some big shots as well. They're going to need some performances from their guys like Michael O'Connell and Mohamed Diarra and all the other guys. They're going to need those guys to come in and bring some energy and knock some shots down. But they're 11 seed, but they are very good. They're very good and poised 11 seed, which is what I really like about them. But yeah, it's going to be it for today. Really am going to enjoy these Final Four games, man. I'm so excited, especially after coming off the women's Final Four. That was absolutely amazing as well. College basketball is just in a really good spot right now. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you like the content around here, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out a lot. Join the membership. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.